beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first and 10, here's Wentz. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Fuller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
5-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Wide, 80. Griff. I got you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day.
Brady going to throw. He completes it to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about a season-opening opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Brady now on first down. That one is caught by Hunt. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he stopped immediately there.
Kareem Hunt.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Kareem Hunt.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Geis with a carry on 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
The score, Falcons 7.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And Brady will sneak it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Wentz. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone. But you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass? I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jeff Sparrow got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run it off.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On first down, they'll start out with Evans. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
By number 12.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darrington Evans, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Falcons 14, Dolphins 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Brady's throw there complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now, Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Brady. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Wentz now on first down. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Wentz sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Brady now on first down. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
The ball carrier.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1.
That result really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Brady's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
29 is the Mike 29. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On play action, it's Brady. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Intercepted.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Evans. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Tackle made.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Brady. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First time they looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
We got 4. 29 is Mike 29.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunt. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 11 now. Brady now to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Miami.
With the score.
It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Falcons.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brady. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. They run with Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. And then I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Brady. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice with the encore. If you know, you know.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Stay with your man. 29 is the mic.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. on first down with Evans. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll go again here with Evans. Down to the 25. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt.
A 42-yard attempt.
And Marr pulled it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He's back to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
On the throwaway. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Williams, incomplete.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards is the pickup there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. One final try now for Brady. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though they won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Falcons, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Miami, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.